Dear Luang Por, I used to invite relatives to come to the temple to make merit, but they refused and only sent money each time. They thought that even though they didn't go to the temple, they would receive merit because it's their money. How can I explain to them?
To send money or anything to make merit is a meritorious deed. Does one gain merit? In reality, one does gain merit, but how much merit arises depends on the following: that the donation is pure, the contributor's intention is pure with no further motives, the contributor is pure in conduct, and the monk recipient is diligently observing the precepts and disciplines. In other words, he is pure. If the above conditions are fulfilled, the contributor receives the merit, but the merit arises from time to time, when there is a thought of making merit, but it is only little merit, and when the donation is being made, when the contributor recollects the good deeds. For the merit to arise and be continuous, the following conditions are necessary. The thought of making merit arises. The contributor feels joyful and has money to donate. And the contributor finds the monk who is diligent in practicing the Dharma and is the field of merit who will receive the donations. The contributor receives merit even though the donation is sent through someone. But because the contributor doesn't make merit in person, then only a little joy arises when the donation is given. They don't have a clear picture of the merit-making activity, neither of the monk nor the end result of the contribution. But if the contributor comes to the temple, merit arises continuously from the time he or she leaves the house with the thought of making merit. The mind is meritorious on the way to the temple. For example, on the way to the temple might take 1 hour, whereas at home, if the money is sent through someone, the merit arises only the moment the donation is made. It is compared to lightning, just a flash, then after that, he or she is busy with other matters. When the donation is made from one's own hand, the contributor has the opportunity to observe that the monks and lay people at the temple who are all so graceful. In addition, the monks will explain in detail what he is going to do with the donation and will give the details of all the benefits going to the contribution. What we see and what the monk said would be inscribed profoundly in the mind and would be with us for a long time. Whenever the contributor recollects it, merit arises as a stream. Merit will flow continuously because pictures of peaceful monks, beautiful temple, and the model of the new building appear in the mind. In addition, next time when the contributor visits the temple, remembers that he or she has contributed to various projects, such as to build monks and novices' schools, and sees the outcome of the donation, then the new merit arises again. If a donation is sent through someone, the merit does not flow continuously. It is like lightning flash, which is a pity. Therefore, next time when they want to make merit, see if they have the spare time and bring them to the temple, so they can make merit in person. Their merit will be continuous as mentioned above. If not, they still get merit, but it is like few dewdrops. That is the difference. Ensure that you bring them to the temple. But if they are unable to visit the temple, then you should accept their donations and make merit for them. It would be better if you could take pictures of monks receiving their donations, record the monk's blessing, and show it to them. They will get a little more merit, but not as much as when they come to the temple.